Hi, this is Sean Corson from Daasity. Today I'm going to be talking about Amazon ads and the three different types of advertisements you might see on Amazon. When you conduct a search on Amazon, you are typically going to be presented with some paid advertisements, usually at the top or on the right or left-hand side, as well as below that, you'll generally see organic results, similar to if you conducted a search on Google. So let's take a look at that. I've done a search for wetsuit in Amazon, and I'm immediately presented with a sponsored brand advertisement. So you can see here is a brand logo, brand name, Dark Lightning, as well as a handful of products. Up to 3 products can be presented in this advertisement. So this is the very first thing that customers will see is this sponsored brand ad. And obviously this is going to give you a little bit of brand recognition as well as presenting your products based on the keywords that have been searched for. Sponsored brand ads are pay-per-click, so you don't pay until someone clicks on these. And generally, in terms of strategies, you want to really be test out different creative, different products that you might feature in this advertisement. And you really want to be able to measure the return on these ad investments and compare them to your different platforms. So if you're advertising on Facebook or Google, be able to compare your results from these Amazon ads in terms of cost per order, cost per acquisition, or ROAS against those other vendors. As we scroll down the page a bit, we can start to see the sponsored product advertisements. So you see a little link above these, it says sponsored. That tells you that these are paid advertisements that have resulted, that have shown up based on the keywords that you've searched for. So as a brand, you might choose to, rather than run a sponsored brand advertisement, which could very well be more expensive, you might choose to just display products, right? So display a single product based on whatever the search was. Maybe you're able to better target based on keyword searches for just a specific product rather than your entire brand. And then as we keep going down, we're going to start to see the non-sponsored links. So you see, like, here's a bestseller, and then this is just an organic result. Sponsored product advertisements are very similar to sponsored brand advertisements. So it's a pay-per-click. You pay as people click on these. Again, when considering your strategies here, there's an overall strategy when putting products on Amazon of just which products do you want to actually put on Amazon, right? Some merchants want to put their entire portfolio on Amazon. Others find that it's best to limit it to specific products because you actually want to drive people to your website rather than to Amazon. And really investigate different pricing options. Are you going to price things at the same level as they are on your website, or are you going to price them up? So those are some considerations. So obviously that's going to come into play with which products you are advertising on the sponsored products advertisements. And then again, you want to be able to really measure success here. So what does your return on your sponsored product advertising look like compared to what you're spending in Google or Facebook? Again, generally you're looking at ROAS, cost per order, cost of acquisition. Sponsored display is a bit different. So sponsored display is similar to a standard display ad where you have a display box that shows up. It could show up inside of Amazon, but it also can show up outside of Amazon. So in this example here, you can see there is a little display box that's showing up in what looks like a news article. Sponsored display is a really good way to get your products and your brand in front of customers that might not otherwise see it. So they're not necessarily searching for this product on Amazon. They just went to a page that had some sort of corresponding interest to whatever you might be selling. So there's a lot more audience targeting going on here rather than keyword searches. Now, the payback on sponsored display ads generally is not going to be as strong. You're not going to see a direct payback ROAS or cost per order that is as strong as what you might see with sponsored brand or sponsored product. But what you are going to get is A, you're going to get brand awareness, and B, you are going to be getting your product in front of many people that, again, may not see it otherwise. So your new customer rate should be very, very strong here. Now, since this is a bit more complex and measurement here can be a bit more complex, it's really important to understand what your goals are when advertising and sponsored display. If you're looking for a direct return on your investment, this may not be the best route to go. If you are getting a really good return on investment through sponsored display and sponsored product and sponsored brand, it might be best to try sponsored display and try and get your products in front of a whole new audience while recognizing that the return is not going to be as strong.